which means it's the hardest difficulty, the real man's difficulty. Okay, I'm ready. Okay. Alrighty then. So the remastered version came out just before 2016 on PC. Made a few various changes. One of them is that you can't skip this part of the run. It's not a huge loss. Gotta kill some dudes. Then the chopper comes around, and then gotta take it out. Now, if you remember me playing this at AGDQ this year, I lost my voice, and sometime after the AGDQ run, more people got into this game, and a notable player named Gorm2K found some new stuff along the way. One of them being a small bonus mini jump, as I call it, where you do a jump, and then let go of the A button and tap again to do another jump. And what I just did there was a minor skip to get to the climbing gear early.
Someone actually put flooring down here? What the?
This part's mandatory.
I am so in over my head.
So right now, hopefully I've got enough time to bypass one of the security cameras.
Yeah, you didn't hear the game.
I should come back here later. Probably need to sprint
Nice.
towards the camera.
I can just turn this off.
So now I'm just going through a sequence of dark places.
Hear other players as well. Is it good?
A little trick here, instead of climbing down, you just turn around, say a second. And for this one, I need to pick up all the original weapons. That's required for 100%. And because it's a new Game Plus run, I get the inertia element and the gold armor. The gold armor came in as a first update for Remastered only. It does not appear at all for the Xbox 360 version. What the gold armor allows me to do is perform a ground pound and also gives me a little bit extra armor defense, so I should not be as frailed as a fresh file one would be. The new Game Plus, I also start with a level at least 50 or above. Level 10 unlocks another 100 HP of health. Level 20 unlocks the full map. But level 30 to 50 are more interesting. Level 30 gives me infinite foam. Level 40 gives me infinite grenades, and level 50 gives me infinite missiles. Level 30 is pretty important because foam is a great weapon in this game.
Okay, fine. I'm for a swim.
So yeah, the first thing you might notice about this game is that if you played Metroid before, or any Metroid game, it's very similar to it in the sense of the way platforming is and how, you know, how the map is overall designed. So this is what you would call a Metroidvania style game.
Oh yes. It has a more similar approach to Super Metroid, where they focus more on the gameplay rather than the narrative story in Metroid Fusion. And a little trick I just did there is that by ground pounding after picking up the item, it stops the slow-mo sequence, so I save a little bit of real time. So now I've got grenades. Whenever I use my flashlight to aim at an object, it shows green, which means you use grenades to destroy it. It's their way of like identifying objects to find out their weaknesses. Like in Metroid, you use bombs throughout to find out what block type it is, if there is one, and you use a certain weapon to destroy it. So this is a tarantula. Using my weapon point blank deals bonus damage, and I can't destroy it yet until the gunfire stops. And for those who love a little bit of facts about changes, the first update that for the remastered version, the spider is still solid after destroying it, but it's a very, very minor time loss for that, compared to what you can do with gold armor. So coming right up is a little famous trick I discovered a couple of years ago. I call this a Z slide. It takes advantage of the Z axis. Oh, not a good one. No, it's too slow. Hang on. By doing a wall jump, it changes the angle. So I recovered. It's fine. So now I got foam way earlier than intended. So for those people who probably watched the 2013 run, I did the route a little bit different, but that's because of game mechanic stuff. in Remastered, you can actually pick up a secondary weapon much earlier than intended and still pick up the cutscene weapon, the ones that is triggered, or the ones you can pick up that is caused by playing through a cutscene. Now a little trick right up here where you perform a ground pound after Z sliding. Almost got that one. Nice.
Whoa.
There you go. The original you could do it without the ground pound because it was 30 frames, but if you play it on 60 and above, it zips the player upwards, so you have to perform a ground pound to do that one. Now here comes another Z slide. And I'm going to get early missiles. Now I've got a majority of the secondary weapons to unlock nearly every door in the game. So now, nice. So the reason why I did that is because I sequence breaks those two weapons, the ammo is not infinite. But if I load a previous save, which is in the save room, I can reload the save and get my weapons to be infinite again. If you pick up the cutscene weapon first, the weapons are still infinite. You don't have to enter save room and leave.
So if you're a first time watcher of this, you might notice that the foam does a lot of interesting things.
Yes.
Like, he wouldn't have been able to get out of that hole previously, but with the foam, as you can see right there, it creates basically a platform you can climb and walk on.
Oh yes. Okay, let's see, there you go. Oh, what the? No, 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 Jason, don't do that. Now, because I'm playing on insane, gunfire can deal a lot of damage per second, so I've got to be very cautious. I could die very quickly if I play really recklessly. And I think this is a good time for a donation.
Yep, we have got a few donations. We have got a $50 donation from AJ Firecracker. It says,
Hey!
hi Greener, good luck on early fusion helmet and the rest of the run. Can't wait to see you kill it.
Oh, nice.
We also have a $100 donation from Palgork, but they did not leave a message.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much for the generous donation, folks. So now, I gotta do a Z-slide jump. Nice. So the route I'm going for is a bit more marathon friendly. I can explain more later in the run. It makes more sense that way. Okay, I'll be fine. Nice, okay. Didn't get spotted, didn't get shot. Yeah, I know, it's painful, Jason. We'll be fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the left and gonna take out one of the bio dudes you see in a second. Now, with the jetpack, I can climb up ladders really fast. That's it. If you want to know some differences for Insane, besides damage creep, where I can die very quickly, there's no question marks on the map. So there's no hints at all, and there's a little trick you can do when you change weapon by selecting the foam to auto-aim the turrets and the door's weak spots. But that auto-aim does not apply for when playing on Insane. So I have to manually aim it. So that punch from the guy I just killed can actually kill me in one hit. Literally a one-punch man. So now I gotta wait, go up here. There's a moonwalking guy, look at that. He's trying to restore moonwalking. Now go to the left, pick up some health. Ooh. So go down here, get some grenades. Well, get a missile expansion actually. Now normally this is like very later part in the game where you have to activate a bridge switch, then there's a lengthy-ish detour. But I'm not going to activate the bridge switch at all. You'll find out later. But right now I'm going to do a bonus jump. Like that. That's a game loading up, not the PC.
So another thing, as you notice, they usually like to get up to higher spots, you need to grab a ledge. But in certain spots, you can actually tap the wall to gain a little bit of extra height.
Yes.
To ascend higher.
Oh yeah, also when you grab the wall, you can actually do the bonus jump from the wall, but if you grab the edge, you cannot do the bonus jump. The little bonus jump when you tap and then push and hold the button again. Nice. And yeah, there's a little incentive to beat your personal targets. Like there's a little target for try and get guys blasted off. I think it's an ideal time for a donation.
Yeah, we have got one from the Gons.
Hey,
for-
Gons.
For $5, he said, "Hey Jordan, sorry I couldn't be there this year, even though I originally planned to. Next time we meet, I owe you a pizza." Sounds like you're. That sounds good to me.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Cheers, buddy. Now let's do this properly. There's a little intentional sequence break. Now this is a little bit of a difficult part-ish. I got built some foam, but also killed some guys because I can lose health really quickly here. Nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's good.
Know where you fly when you're loaded down with foam.
So now I get this key, pass key component. They're meant to be used to unlock 12 barriers for the fusion helmet, but you know me and how I play my games. I'm more like, nah, I don't need keys. I know a creative way to do that.
Just walk around the door.
Oh yeah, that's another use of that sliding. So I got to use foam on that weak spot 3 times to stop the machine. Enter save room for marathon save. They'll also get more health along the way. Because coming right up, there's some guards, and obviously, because this is insane, I can die really quickly. So first of all, I've got to go down here, activate a switch from the console. But you don't see properly. Well, the monitors above Jason especially, you don't see because I did this the wrong way. You know, I went in this place the wrong way at least. Now, right now I'm going to get the real Omega Armor suit. This gold one has one disadvantage, is that I cannot pick up the other 5 power-ups in this run. But now I've got the original armor. I can now pick up the original inertia element, the fusion helmet, the triple jump boots, friction dampener aka dash boots, and the hook shot. Or I think it's grapple hook. Nice. So right now there's a sneaky, very well sneakily placed armor upgrade up here. If you're playing this blind or insane, good luck finding this one.
I gotta get me some of those.
So now the guards were talking about the friction dampener, how you can run along walls and even the ceiling. It's a really cool item. So now there's some bombs there, I got to destroy those. Because I can lose quite a bit of life there. Okay, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Ah, come on. Yeah, this is a picky jump. You're not meant to do this with double jumping. But I got foam. Oh, come on. It's a picky one.
Nice.
Now, in the original version, if you remember me from 2013, I usually build like 4 blocks of foam as a tower and then do a glitchy fall. I cannot do that in this version, so this boss technically cannot be skipped on the route I'm using. Unless some other player has a creative way, I don't know yet. Okay, that dude's down. So right now, here comes the best power-up in the game. Which is like roughly another 30 seconds. So enter save, for instance, if I die here somehow, it's not a huge time loss. Oh, that's pretty fortunate. Wasn't expecting that. Now I'm staying here because of the foam bot that can actually could kill me by trapping me into some sort of ice. So now I've got the friction dampener, but there's one thing I need to do. There's a missile expansion right up here. There you go. 4 out of 20, guys. Nope, don't do that. Now go to right. Time for super speed.
And for you guys who know Metroid series, this is the equivalent to the speed booster, with a few new features.
Now I got backtrack, so I skipped a switch that lowered the bridge, but so yeah, that's that done. And I now got to get one more phone right here. Again, 5 out of 20. Oh, yikes. That'll be fine. Okay. Favorite room in the game coming right up? Not bad. Okay. Hope that'll be alright with the health I got. I play this one safe. Okay. So there's a little trick Goran found. Oops. Not like that. Let's do this again. Take 2. 1, 2. Ah, thanks, level up. Every time you level up, your HP recovers. So now I've got to go up to the top left area here to get a few more expansions. Oh, come on. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. And there's another power-up I need to pick up as well. Okay, so for those of you familiar with this certain Yoshi's Island game, there's a little trick you can do for this fight. There's a big walker, but if you don't trigger the cutscene, he does not have his shield on, so you can kill him immediately. Oh, not him, it's meant to be it's genderless. Owned.
Oh, like the PT Piranha plan.
Oh, yes. So now, destroy that switch. And now go down and get the triple jump. Done. Sweet. Okay, so now go backtrack and go to the top right part of the map. Oops, that's fine. Okay. Now here comes a little trick I'm going to do again, thanks to Goran. There you go. By doing this, I can skip this little puzzle to go through this barrier here that requires dashing.
Yeah, normally that takes a while to set up.
And now I'm going to go to the right, and I've got to remind myself to pick up a gold bar, because I forgot to pick it up in one of my practice runs. Not this one, but another one. This is the point when you play Insane, there's no hints on the map. So when you forget something, it's like good luck trying to figure out which one it is you forgot. So I got the 4th gold bar, and now I'm going to go down to where I found out Claire was taken away. Now, any donations? They seem to be flashing here.
Yeah, it's just a very quick one. We've got $20 from Zero1, who did not leave a message, but thank you all the same.
Thank you for your donation. So now, oh, there you go. Going through this little tunnel here, get another grenade. And now I gotta go up here and get some more items. A good chunk of my run is picking up items. This is 100% after all.
I'll be right back.
Ooh. So there's a little trick coming right up. If I can get this foam before the cutscene triggers, I can save a little bit of time. Nice. Awesome, okay. So now I gotta kill some enemies because this is insane. I could die very easily. If I'm playing too reckless, I could die really quickly. Which is true for the very early part of the run. By the time I'm fully upgraded, it'll be not much of a problem. So there's another health expansion, 3 out of 8. Now time to start up super speed again. Nice. This saves a lot of time by
You're not stopping me.
going fast, of course. Now, let me see if I can pull off this next trick.
Let's go hiking, Jason. It'll be fun.
Ah, I missed it. If you ground pound the very edge, you can skip the landing lag. What, grenade alarms, you say? Those are alarms, boy. Right, yo. Now I got another regular gun. Again, regular guns are required for 100% completion. Nine out of 30, good. Again, this boss is pretty easy in New Game Plus. Bit challenging you playing insane, no major glitches for 100% on a fresh file. Shoutouts to Hokey for being a brave player for doing that. Doing a 100% insane fresh file, no major glitches. You pretty much have to use a pistol in the early part of the run, and that's not an easy thing to do. And you have 100 less health too. You start with 100 HP, not 200. Oh. Nice. So I get into the gap with my second jump, and if I know I'm in, I can just do a third jump and turn around. So now we're going to go back down here, go into the little passages I unlocked by using the foam, and get 2 more items. Again, for those who just joined in and thinking, why am I spamming the ground pound? It skips the slow-mo sequence after picking up an item, so it saves a bit of real time. Yep. Unfortunately, you can't do it everywhere because this is a tight crawl space. You can't ground pound inside that. Whoa, glitchy lift. Yep, there's freaky bouncing like side effects when that happens, but no, doesn't always happen. Jason, please. Yeah, killing time. So there's 3 items in this part. The pace does slow down quite a bit in this room, but it's more of a puzzle. For those of you who like casually play through this game first time, trying to figure out where the other items are, this is like one of those parts. So yeah, that's got to go up, and then it's got to go down again, because it has to unlock the lower set of doors. Okay, time to go down. Now, if you're expecting to know a good story, be slightly disappointed, because this is a speed run. I single sprayed quite a bit of it, so I don't think it's much of a story for this one. Nice. If I don't get spotted, the door stays unlocked. If I get spotted, I have to destroy the camera and the 3 turrets there. So here comes a little cool trick you can do in Remastered. You can go through glass walls.
That's a beautiful one right there.
He's a ghost. That's one of Jason's many mysterious powers. And he's got another one too. I mean, he does go around certain obstacles, but there's one more. So now I'm going to go down to floor 1 in this section. Here I go. And a little thing about large missile doors, if you do it indirect fire, so you don't fire at it, you can destroy in one shot. If you fire at the door directly, you have to use 2 missiles. So, there you go, missed that again. So now, because this is remastered, I can actually pick up this missile coming right up, because this is a cutscene based missile. If you did the run in the original version on Xbox 360, or the emulated 360 version on Xbox One, you did early missile, you come to this room, you cannot pick up this missile. It also means 100% it's impossible at that point. So now I got that missile, and now I've got to go up to this little passage right up here. And there's a little trick you can do to bypass the fans. Shoot one throw and then climb up at it immediately. And that's not Jason's other mysterious power. No, 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 that's not what I'm talking about. It's coming right up in like another minute or so time. Nice. Turn around somehow extends his pickup collection range thingy. I don't know. Just do it down here. No Jason. That's it. So after this one, we'll normally have to backtrack, but this is where Jason's other mysterious power comes to play. By trapping himself in, climb up, there you go.
I have no good way of explaining that. I'm sorry.
It's a new trick that was discovered. Well, I found out. Well, not I discovered. I mean, I heard about it just under 2 weeks ago. So trying to figure out a good route with that new trick will take a long time, and I had a lot of real-life stuff to sort out as well. So I didn't have much free time trying to figure out a new route. And also, because I'm playing this on PC, I was limited access in the main menu, in a way. But I hope you enjoy this route, though, regardless. So now I got the 2 items, in one save room, one above. Just use the missile, destroy that, then use grenades afterwards. You only need to use one, but tend to shoot more just in case. 10 out of 20 of frame. 50% done for that one. Now I've got to go down to the very bottom, pick up a gold bar. And now there's another trick that takes advantage of the speed boost mechanics. This one's got to be pretty precise. I might mess up 1 or 2 times. Nope, this one's good. Here we go. Boom. Oh yeah. No! Why? I hate you. I hate you so much. Goodbye to you.
And that was a good example of the good and the bad side of foam.
Oh yeah. The worst case is when there's loads of regular enemies there, and I'm stuck, and I die afterwards. Then the foam ball will be like the play of the game tier status. We can do another donation if you've got time.
I have got the time. We've got a $5 donation from Cilio24. He says, "Hello everyone, it's Cilio. I'm French. The French Resteam is the best. Good night, Canjo," although I'm almost certain he means Vaxwa, where we are right now. So thank you for that.
Playing this bit safe here because explosive barrels could take a lot of my life. It happened in one of my practice runs, which made one bit a little bit hard. But my experience bar, you see on the bottom right, is nearly leveled up, so I can get a free recovery. So if you use foam here and explode, it's big enough to kill the guys underneath. Oh. That guy got fired. Okay, so now here's another well-placed hidden item. Even if you play on a low difficulty, there's no question mark here, because the tile in this room is actually a save room. Now I've got to go for the barracks, bedrooms. Use grenades down here. Use another one there before the cutscene trigger. Nice. Killed all the enemies in here. Oh, yikes. Level 91. That's New Game Plus for you. You level up very quickly when playing Insane as well. You can do another donation if you want to.
Yeah, we've just had one come through. It is in French, so it has been Google translated. So
oui.
I apologise if it's not correctly translated, but it says, "Hi to all. Thank you for this event. Congratulations to the comment to be present and all the viewers who take a little time with their monies and continued help." And that was from Nerf One for $20.
Ah, merci beaucoup. So this room's, you gotta turn on a valve, but I gotta remind myself to pick up some of these items. No, Jason, don't do that. But also I gotta go down here to the left. Pick up this one grenade pack down here. And then afterwards I gotta turn on the valve, go to the very top of the room, and unlock a grenade door, which will save a little bit of time because I've got to go back down again and wait for water to unlock this one panel for me to get another grenade expansion. So here it comes. Half-Life 3 confirmed. So I put a grenade there, save a bit of time later. So now, here it goes. So this little tile coming right up will open due to water flooding, if that's the right term to say. I'll go down here. There's enough time. There's a red bar afterwards, so I don't drown immediately. So now I don't have to destroy the door because I did it earlier. Save a bit of time. Ooh, jerk. Okay. So now this bit is the mines, pretty similar to the earlier part of the run, where I got missiles very, very early. This bit's split into 3 sections. No, Jason. There you go. There's one which I dub the water base, because that base gets flooded completely, spoilers alert. The second one is an underground minecart and a wheel boss, and the third part, sort of third part A, which is the bottom part of the mine, and third part B is leading to the factory. Okay. So this bit's going to be pretty fast-paced. You can see I lost like 50 health there after dashing. That's how quick I can lose life. But fortunately I'll be getting more armor upgrades during the run and more health upgrades, so it's not much of a problem later on. Ah, he's still alive. That's unfortunate. Yeah, foam and grenade combo is still really good. It's actually big enough to actually kill the guys. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Now, there's a couple of enemies here I gotta kill before I can actually aim downwards. Okay, that's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Okay, hopefully I can kill these jerks as well for fun. He's fired. So right now there's another boss. It's everyone's favorite Tarantula. You can technically skip this fight, but where we end up does not lead to anything good. So we, right now in the route I, well, kind of figured out, we do this boss normally. The thing is that the original version there was a method to one walk to the left direction that was slightly fixed and remastered, but we can still one warp to the right. Well, it made the original version useful because we can one warp to the left and pick up some extra items. That was pretty convenient for the route I was using at the time. And I have to wait here because it looks like the valves, the little weak spots, only open up after the water reaches up to a certain height. That's my theory. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. So now that's it. Now I've got to wait for this little gate here to open up. Ah, too soon. That's unfortunate. I can save a bit of time, but I messed it up. So now I've got to go down here, and the next upgrade I'm be getting is the scuba mask, which basically allows me to stay underwater forever. And ever, and ever. Next part, done. And this is another sneaky room where it shares the power-up, the scuba mask, and a pass key component. So this is one of the most... Whenever you go to Shadow Complex forums, they always say this room is slightly bugged. Which is kind of not, it's just that there's two items in a room and it doesn't track two separate items in the same room tile on the in-game map. Okay, now I'm gonna go up here, destroy some rocks here. It's in the way. Oops. Doesn't matter too much. Get this one missile item here. 9 out of 20. Okay. Turn around. Nice one, Jason. Oh yeah. Let's see, I can do this again. No. It's a 1 to 2 frame trick. There we go. Not the best position. If I was a little bit more to the left, I can stop ground pounding on a higher platform, so I lost a few seconds. Now I'm going to... that's one of the items. There's another well hidden place item for those who's doing a blind run on Insane for some reason. There's one right up here. There is an item hint if you're playing on a lower difficulty, but for Insane there's no hints at all. They're going pretty much fully hardcore with Insane. So there's 3 grenade items in this room and 1 armor plate pickup. And that's 1. There's 2. You can crouch underneath that minecart, despite the switch being completely broken. The 3rd one is right up here. And then the next bit is an armor plate upgrade. 9 out of 10 for this one. I know where the 10th one is now, thankfully, so don't you worry, folks. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the minecart section. This game almost has everything. This is now like the Donkey Kong Country games now, except the minecart doesn't jump, sadly. Now you could either use a minecart to reach the other side sooner, but if you're good at performing the trick, which I haven't done much practice on, nah, it didn't work out. I do one way up here. 1, 2. There you go. Do one along the ceiling and get the passkey component that way. 8 out of 12. And there's a hidden phone pickup right down here. There you go. 12 out of 20. Now I gotta go and leave this section and do it a pretty fancy way, if I can pull this one off. Nice. Okay, so the next one is coming right up. It's a wheel boss. Okay, here it comes. Instant kill.
Wow.
Yep. I watched a casual playthrough when this game came on Remastered, and I did not know about it at all. You can actually one-hit kill the boss with speed boosts behind it. Fortunately, there's a good, easy setup to do that trick, and I'm happy to pull it off. Missile pick 11 out of 20. So this is the end of this section. There's 3 more items I gotta go and get in the mines. No. There you go. And one of them is a passkey component. I think the other one was a gold bar, and a missile pack. Oh, come on. Now, if you were doing a world record attempt, you can actually do a trick called double Z slide. You can do a double Z slide towards the camera down here and fall through the bridge. But it's very picky to pull off, so I'm not going to pull that. I'm not going to do that trick. You get an idea there, because I'm going to do one for a certain item later. But if you can pull off the trick, you can actually technically skip the scuba mask and down to swim underwater here. Just that it's only worth it if you can pull it off first try. If you mess up 1 or 2 times, you'll actually losing more time than doing the normal approach route to the next section. So now I've got to go up here, turn around, get this health expansion. 7 out of 8. There's one more, I know where it is. So that's good news. Turn around. Now here I go, going towards the factory. Alright. 25 or 26 I didn't read that properly. A little cutscene. So there's 3 items in this room. I shoot some grenades down below Jason because there's another grenade tile. Oops, forgot to use a grabber hook here. There's a little time saver for that room actually, the little tunnel. Because it's not a tight crawl space, you can actually use your grabber hook and aim at the wall and it will zip Jason towards that wall. It doesn't work well for small crawl spaces. So now there's a little puzzle here. If you run along the ceiling, you're not running against the conveyor belts. That's a little camera glitch, and there you go. So now I go turn around and build up speed here, because there's a little item I need to pick up, which requires a speed boost. Nice, got it. 10 out of 12, I know where the other two are. I enter this room for marathon safety, because if I die to this one bit coming right up, due to a trap, I don't have to redo much, basically. Level up, slow-mo, nice. Grenades. And this is all I have to do to get one expansion. There you go. 27 out of 30. Next bit I've got to go and do is go to the top right of the room and then get a missile expansion. Nice. Turn around to skip the climb down. Now, next bit of coming right up, I need to pick up roughly 3 or 4 items. This bit's pretty hard. Whoa. I gotta be careful because the lasers below me is instant kill. And I don't want to redo much of this. Nice. Okay, that should be right. Nice. You can actually skip this puzzle, but it requires a good world aim with the foam to perform a Z-slide. Yeah, you need to Z-slide 3 times to get around the obstacle, but it's not always worth doing. You also need a mouse for that aim as well, because you need to be pretty precise with your aim. And there's one item I need to pick up as well, because I kind of messed up this route here. It's right down here. "10 out of 12. I know where the last 2 are, so that's fine. Ooh. Okay. Use the grabber hook there, save their time. So here's a funny quirk. Whenever you pick up an expansion, you cannot use your secondary weapons for a couple of seconds, mainly because the game is trying to reload your ammo count, especially if you're playing a fresh file where your ammo is still limited. So when you pick up grenade expansion, it goes from 10 to 15, and it actually replenish your ammo count. So hitting that allows me to not get detected by the scanner. If you get detected by the scanner, it takes a couple of seconds to unlock it. So it's best to not get detected at all. Coming soon is my little favorite trick as well. It may take a couple of tries, which is why the estimate is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Oh. "11 out of 12, yes, I know where the last one is for that one. Yeah, this bit gets pretty fast paced. Now I gotta use missile here. Go down. Oops. Time to go down here. Now here comes the trick. Oi, you're supposed to be dead. Now I'll set the lift to go down for a reason. And here comes the most brutal-ish trick for the run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they take a couple of minutes, I don't know. The second slide has to be at a certain time. If I do it too late, I get ejected out. Come on. Oh, so close. This is a picky trick. Ah. No, okay, this is not too bad to get in front of it, but... No, come on. Ah, very close. So the trick itself, after doing the third slide, it's like roughly 1 frame window. If a game lets me to pull it off. It's unfortunate. This is the only way I can do this because I don't have all 12 passkey components. Oh. Come on. Don't be like this game. I have all the runs. Okay. That's good. 5, 6, 7. Ah, I did pull it off on practice earlier today, a few hours ago. Yeah, alright. Sorry about that, folks. It's very picky. Fortunately, a future one may not have to pull this trick off, but I might as well do this in the marathon run to show you the pros and cons. It looks cool, but it's very, very picky to pull it off. So the game gets confused, thinking, what am I doing here? So I enter, leave, enter a room again to load up the fusion helmet. So now I did not even need the 12 passkey components to pick up that item. So now I feel relieved to pull that off. I was worried this could have been a no-show. That did not happen. Now, this is where you're normally meant to pick up the phone for the first time. I dubbed this room as the cutscene phone, for obvious reasons. There's a cutscene before you pick up the phone. Had to do it during that part of the shot because you won't be able to skip the cutscene that way. So now I gotta destroy these. Another fun fact, if you did the early phone in the original version, this room would be locked before you can even enter. Because the game thinks you got phone, these machines are going wild and stuff like that. So now I'm going to do a little trick here.
Wow, I really did pick the right man.
There you go.
Hold on. Somebody's coming.
Nice. So as I was building up super speed, I shot one of the foam tiles nearby to unlock for later use, which will be in the next 10 seconds. Alright, here we go. 19 out of 20, I know where the last one is, that's good news for me. No accidental 99% runs. It's a thing. Sometimes a brain fart could happen. Oh, yikes. So I destroyed that little grate, but blocks, those wooden crates will not appear until you actually enter a room. Unlike enemy guards where you can actually kill them from the previous room or the room next to it, you can't do that to crates, which is silly. Oops. Okay. So now I'm going to use a grappling hook shot down here to skip that. And as long as I don't fire in this room, I won't get spotted. Nice. .29 30 for grenades. I know where the last one is for that one. Nice. So now if I go up here, I could go up. Nice. Okay, so there's a phone up here. You can Z-slide jump through that, but it's really hard to pick off them to pull off, I mean. But fun fact, that was the first place where I found another use of early foam back in 2012 by doing Z-slide jump through that part. Before I found a much easier and faster place to pick up. So normally you're meant to fight against a boss in this room, but the boss is triggered by actually killing 2 of the guards. But not 2, but roughly 3 or 4 in this room. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm actually going to skip the boss trigger. Whether or not this is faster, there's pros and cons for doing this. The pro for actually killing the boss is that there's a door you can unlock, so it allows you to do more opportunities for the route. It may lead to a faster 100%. The pro is that, hey, you can skip that boss for 100% runs, but it may or may not be faster. Don't forget, there's a trick I pulled off earlier today that was very newish. And we may need to do some more time to figure out an ideal route for 100% later as the game progresses. I mean, like the next 100% run could be completely different. So now I can get these 2 items. I could do these earlier, but it's very risky when you have much less health and no grapple hook to support your positioning. And you can do a donation if you want to, folks.
Yep, we have got $5 from Kennyman666.
Kennyman, hi.
He says, probably the last run of the marathon I'll actually be able to watch, so it seems like a good time to get my one donation into. Sadly, my economy prevented me from attending this year, but hopefully I'll actually have a job next year. Greenalink, really nice run you've got going here. Ginny, I hope the karaoke's gone well. And even though I won't be able to watch it live, money goes to Donkey Kong 94 Glitch Exhibition because that's a great game. Thank you to all and have a nice rest of the marathon.
Thank you, K-Man. There might be a problem here. I don't know where I picked up the last missile. Because there's a fusion and there's oh boy, this is not good. I don't know what I've done to forget about this item. Let's see. Oh boy. That's the problem when you don't have item hints on the map. Yikes. How could I forget one blooming item? How? I know the game very well, and how the heck did I not have one? I even picked up that one item up there. I'm supposed to have 20 out of 20 at this point. I'll figure it out in a second. But first, it depends on whether I can detour. Oh, come on. No. Oh, come on, think. Oh, come on. Excuse me, Jason? Let's try again. Okay. So you do a Z slide around here. Nope. There you go. You can enter the bridge that way. Think, where did I pick? Where is the last item? I know the grenade is during the final battle, but how can I miss a missile? Okay, this is worrying. This is very worrying me now, because I'm disappointed if this is true. So now that I enter the traps cutscene, this triggers the final boss fight. And this is how I escape it, by doing that. But before I actually do the final fight, I need to unfortunately have to change difficulty and load my previous save. But by doing that, I have to hit a save room first. Because I didn't hit a save trigger when going through the wrong way, so I have to do it through this. Keep I'll find out what I missed and then see whether I can get to it. Okay, change difficulty. I'll have a look on the map and see where I missed, because this is what happens when you play a game past midnight and not think properly. Now, where did I miss it? That room? What was that room? Oh, I know that room now. I thought I picked that one up. Yeah. No, I can do this. I can do this. It'd be underestimated, hilariously. But yeah, this is the power of insane difficulty when you're not paying. Yeah, I know where it is now. It sucks. I'm sorry, guys, but I'd rather finish off after 100% than taking half an hour figuring out where it could have been. It's this darn location down here. It's because I was swimming underwater to avoid the guards and stuff. It was early in the game. This is normally where I pick up earlier. So this next bit, it's going to be the 100 item when I pick it up. I can do this very quickly. Alright. Oh yeah, I could have just gone to the right. Alright. Alright, so now here comes the final boss battle. Change to insane. It sucks, I know. Alright, so what I have to do is use 3 missiles to aim at the mothership. Okay, here comes the first one. For those curious, the PB for using this route for the marathon safe route was 59:49, but that was, you know, well, messing up the trick for fusion helmet and stuff, and also not forgetting an item. But I think this one's going to be like a 10. I haven't seen the time yet, but it's going to look like to be 108, or maybe more. There was one part that took a while for me to pull off because of trying to do that, trying to get the last passkey component, and also thinking what happened to that last item, the last missile. Okay, so if you're ready on time, I'll tell you when. Time. It happens. Well, okay. So before I reveal what's inside the box, I might as well make some shoutouts to the community: Gorem2K, AJ Firecracker, Alt Ed 4 to win, Ifalon, Baltasar, G Foyt, I think that's how would you pronounce that name, PPL, and also 2 other players from the original 360 days, Happy Little Trees and Brassmaster. Thank you very much all for taking part, trying out this game and finding new stuff. The community is still growing. Like I said, the little wrong warp trick that goes so right with a gun made it doable. So the next time you see this, in 100%, the route may be completely different.